Welcome back to Pagan Pathways with Jessica for this Witchy Wisdoms Wednesday video. This week's video is on sacred space. Now, don't forget to go to my other ladies' pages that's in the collaboration to check out their videos, which is also on sacred space, so you can get some different perspectives. So let's jump right on into this. This video, like I said, is on sacred space, and let's talk about that for a minute. Sacred space has been a thing man has used since the beginning of time, and by that I mean they have carved out areas such as burial grounds for their ancestors, which is very sacred to us, and major places like Stonehenge, where that is mystical and lots of people go there to do ritual and things like that. For our purposes, we're talking about ritual sacred space in the metaphysical sense. So while a lot of people consider their altars and whatnot to be sacred space, it is, but in a different way. At altars, we do a lot of our rituals and practice and things like that, and it is a sacred space. But metaphysically, oh, my camera just did something funny, I'm sorry. Metaphysically speaking, when we talk about creating sacred space, it is to protect us while we do our workings, spell casting and ritual and things like that. So now that I've explained to you the difference in sacred space, in my view, in my belief, because everybody's is probably slightly different, and that's okay. So this is from my viewpoint. Anyway, when we do sacred space, we can look at it a couple different ways. It is an energy that we build up to protect us from the outside influences and to contain our energy until we're ready to release it to go do our bidding. So then how do we create sacred space? Well, here's how I do mine. If I'm alone, I don't do it near as elaborately. I do a simple visualization technique of being encapsulated inside of a bubble. It starts inside the ground, comes up all the way around me, and completely encompasses the space that I'm working in. And when I'm done, then I release that, and that's how I've created sacred space to do a magical working on my own. I will also note that I always call the quarters. Now, everybody does not do that, and if it was something small, I probably wouldn't either, but I'm talking about a bigger working. Now, if I'm working in a large group of people, such as I do on winter solstice when lots of people come to my home, I do take a little bit more steps because I have so many different people with different energies, and instead of worrying about how that's going to affect everything, I use a sacred circle in my sacred space to do my working. So when I do something like that, I always walk the perimeter of the circle with salt, so I have my physical. I instruct everybody to then do the bubble at the same time, where we take a moment of silence and everybody together mixes their energy and envisions the bubble completely coming from in the ground all the way around us and meeting back in the ground. I also make sure that I've smudged the area and smudge everybody there, and then we call the quarters together. So that is the long and short of sacred space. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check the description box so you can go jump over to the other ladies' pages and give them a look and see how their sacred space videos are and what information you can gain there. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because that helps my channel to grow, and we'll talk soon, witches.